and welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I'm your DM. These are my adventures. When last we left, the children of Neverwinter had begun a hectic 24 seconds of combat, realized that this was absolutely untenable for a siege, and we had completely revamped siege timing to be 1 hour, roll initiative, and then roll a d6 to see how many actions are taken in said hour. So, at the top of the hour, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we begin our initiative. So, do you guys want to roll a standard initiative roll-up, or do you want to roll a sides roll-up, cumulative, like both, like two sides?
I'm not sure.
One means we roll in a standard melee initiative order. The other means that we roll as Leilon and the Inquisition. And then we just kind of take our turns within that as we see fit.
So if we had 6, it would be us, then them, then us, then them, and us, then them, or it would be all 6 of us and all 6 of them?
Everyone on one side takes whatever actions are gifted to them.
Right.
By the roll of the dice, then the other side retaliates.
Got any thoughts?
I guess I don't care. I may decide that I do care after this round, or we can renegotiate. But
Can we renegotiate? Is that on the table? Okay.
Absolutely, it's a siege. This is incredibly flexible.
Okay, I didn't know because I didn't
I
mind
know
it.
the DM, it's incredibly flexible.
Sounds good. Well, let's, I guess,
One is going to be more fluid. The other one is going to require a little more dice rolling, but it'll lock in everyone in the hour. And you just perform all 6 of your tasks in your individual initiative count.
all 6 of them.
Now with the sides roll, us, them, you can kind of mix up your actions of being like, I do an action, then they do an action, I do an action, then they do an action.
As long as we get all our 6 ones in.
As long as you keep a tally of your 6 actions.
I kind of like that, although I know they're going to be pounding us. We're going to be pounding them also.
They're currently 10 feet from the ditch.
So they can climb for an hour and we can do nothing about it.
Kind of. If you'd like, we can just kind of instead go, okay, this is the number of actions we all have. Everyone just kind of go at it. That's a little more chaotic and a lot more anarchic. But if you prefer to be able to react,
I'm
then
just uncomfortable with the idea of them being able to move their ladders, set their ladders, and climb up their ladders while we stand by and can do absolutely nothing.
Mhm.
You know, at least
All
one.
right, let's
back
try
and forth.
just rolling for actions for now.
Okay.
The number of actions that are taken in the hour, and then just kind of narrate out the 6 actions that we perform
Okay.
in a more flowy fashion.
Okay. So it's 6.
I don't know yet, but
Oh, I see.
3. Sorry. The 3 actions that we will be performing. And then, so everyone in both sides has approximately 6 actions. 3. Good grief. Everyone has 3 actions.
They have 3. We have 6.
We have 3, they have 3, everyone has 3.
Okay. And
3.
then.
Putting that stupid time. So,
And there are no goblins.
there are no goblins.
Yeah.
Goblin in sight. So, I guess we can say for starters, we could just do, since there are 3 actions, we do 3 initiative rolls. Us, them, resolve. Us, them, resolve.
Let's do
Us,
that.
them, resolve.
So that would be a total of all of ours against a total of all of theirs?
Yes.
Or, and then whoever...
1 action apiece.
Uh-huh.
Perform. Resolve. Reroll initiative.
Yeah.
1 action. Perform. Resolve.
Yeah.
3 action number 3.
Yeah.
Perform. Resolve.
I kind
I
of
think that's a little bit more narratively flexible.
It'll be a little
as well as a
chaotic,
little
but
more-
that's going to be the nature of
It's
siege,
chaotic,
right?
but it allows. It's like rolling 3 encounters
Right.
in an hour.
Which is what we're basically going to do.
So we're not going to be rolling individual for the first one. We're just going to roll sides.
Okay.
So everyone roll, and then we'll just see who gets the highest
Total.
roll, individual roll.
Yeah, we better do it individual, because if we go with each of them
They
doing
have
all
way
of
more
theirs,
people.
they will always win, even if they roll ones.
Yes. Being mortally outnumbered, you need to do what you have to do here. So,
16.
you guys,
I got 16,
you
that's
guys.
You go ahead and because I think you have a you have a plus something for your initiative.
I always do that. Add
I
that.
know that, but we both got 16. I don't have a plus anything in my initiative roll, so we didn't
I've got
tie.
plus 2.
You get to go above me because you have the
Well,
plus
again,
2.
we're not doing it in that traditional style. We're
Oh,
going by
right.
who gets the highest
Okay.
roll to decide which side goes first. So you got a 17, you got 16, 16. So it's a 16 is your highest contribution for now.
That's too bad.
An 11 from Victor knocks him out of the running as a contender.
Good,
17
good
from Finnan. We are going to have to talk to you later.
17.
Uh-huh.
Finnan.
Yeah. Elizabeth rolled a 7.
Ouch.
The Holy Trinity rolled a 13. Leilon rolled a 10.
What's his face roll? Or doesn't he roll?
Fabulous
Cool.
for kids.
Oh, he's part of, when I say the Holy Trinity, it's the Holy Trinity, the Freckheads, the Defenders. It's just
Okay.
kind of them. I've only got 2. Well, no, whatever. We'll go back. 17 for the Freckheads, I think. Double check his. Here. 18, excuse me. And. Then the Temple Defenders. Writ large. 12. So, do it, well, thank you, Freckheads, because you just barely won that.
Good job, guys. Good job.
So, we have the first initiative count. That means all of our siege engines, all of our people, the Freckheads, the Templar, and the Temple Defenders, you, Edra, the Terrible Trio, we all have one lump term where we can do one thing.
Okay.
Then they will respond.
Okay. Very
We
cool.
each get to do one thing?
One
or-
One thing like you would on a normal initiative
Okay.
turn,
Yeah.
just deciding your own initiative turn within the number of people that you have. So it's a friendlies only turn for this round. Then it's a hostiles only turn. Then we reroll initiative for the second action of the hour, do it all over again, and decide if we want to do this again or if we want to do a traditional initiative roll.
Okay.
And then we do it again.
So, what have we got out there? They have their trebuchets back.
Oh, you're right. Hang on a second. Their stoof is mangonels are 110 feet from the outer ditch. And they're 250 from you guys, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's 140 from you to the edge of the outer ditch. Trebuchets are 210 from the ditch, which means 350 from you guys, and the ballistae are 60, which puts them at 200 from you guys. So, there are three siege towers coming at you. For now, in the
Still
first wave.
traveling.
10 feet from the edge of the ditch. They're the ones that are actually attempting to make a crossing right now.
Okay.
There are... Oops. 4 battering rams.
In place.
They're at the ditch attempting to force a crossing of the moat to reach the wall and start knocking it.
And that's
That's the things that are currently in range.
Okay. And there's people in range, obviously.
The Templar there, right?
Okay. So, about how many people are there on each battering ram?
There's a crew of hirelings,
6 or something.
probably between 4 and 8. They're not Templars though. They're
Just
siege menials, for lack of a better word.
yeah.
They're like our townspeople.
They're a bit like our townspeople. They're a little bit more skilled. They're
They do this.
they're siege engineers, for lack of a better descriptor. But they are trained to perform the tasks of the siege engine. So they have proficiency with the siege engine, which mostly counts for repairs.
Oh gosh.
Nothing's within 150 feet of me, is it? Other than, the only thing I can shoot is a bow.
Yeah. Unless you guys want to move closer, you guys are hopelessly out of range for now.
There's just not much to do here. It's not helpful.
What, we'd have to be on the first wall?
Yeah. And it would take one action to.
Run 30 feet, dash.
Right.
I mean, without your movement, you could then dash for another 40, and be 80 feet closer to the wall, so you would cross the 20-foot approximate gap in the berm to get on the outside of the wall onto the 40-foot killing ground. You have to cross that. Then you have to cross the 40-foot moat with some kind of a temporary bridging device that they would have put down to get the peeps.
Right. Okay.
Let people leave. And they have
To let people
Right.
fall back on the walls. So then you'd have to climb up onto the wall.
So
So
we're
it'd
probably
be
talking 2 full turns in order
3
to get.
probably more likely. Because you're 140 feet. You're probably almost 100 feet from the. You're at least 80 feet from the edge of the inside edge of the outer wall. And you have to climb up the wall, which is 40 feet tall.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
So
Elizabeth and the Terrible Trio are already there.
they're on the wall. They've been there the whole time.
Are the frickheads up there too?
Is it, I guess
And Ford and Unisys.
neither one of us can really do anything unless we can get there, right? Is it worth a teleport to get us there?
That's up to you guys. Do you want to
I'm
use a
asking
teleport
you.
spell to move yourselves to the wall? Or do you want to run?
I think it can take 3 turns to run there. That's kind of doesn't seem because we can do nothing here. So one way or the other, we're not doing anything for 3 turns if we stay here. We run there, then we have to sit out their attack.
We're sitting out this entire
Yes.
thing
You're sitting on
in order to move.
It takes you the first hour to get you there, basically.
Right.
Which I know is unrealistic,
Yeah,
but
but
that's
that's
what
how
we
we determined. Yeah.
have. It's better than it's better than getting there in 18 seconds and having a lot of seconds left to fight the first hour. So
Okay, my boots is springing and striding.
give you 30 feet for 30 feet of distance. Meaning
Yeah, it's not gonna make
you're
that much
equal to run.
Right.
Now, were you to jump on your horses, you would double your speed.
So we'd be there in a turn and a half, because they can't climb walls.
Correct.
So-
However, you could, on the end of your second turn, well, I mean, it's a 20-foot wide berm. So depending on how big the fighting step is, you could theoretically argue that we could have made it wide enough for horses if you wanted it to. That's up to you, but at the very least, it would get you across, it would get you through the berm, across the killing ground, and across the moat a lot faster. I'm not saying you have to do that. You are still welcome to teleport. I'm not telling you not to
Right,
teleport. I am
right.
offering you all the options in case you want to try to conserve your spells, as you mentioned you wanted to do. I'm
Yeah,
not saying you
because
have
we
to.
have we still have 4+ hours to fight.
Call it 5 being reasonable.
Yeah. So you're not gonna get along.
We have this hour. Correction. We have this hour, which means it's 4 o'clock. Next hour brings us 5, 6, 7, 5 hours. So including this hour, we have 5 hours to fight. So, not saying you shouldn't teleport forward. Just saying if you don't want to teleport, but you want to run faster than your legs can carry you, you do have riding horses that can dash.
And they would then, would they be able to be sent back on
Yes.
their own?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You would
Because I
be
don't want
able
to keep them out there.
No.
You would at the very, very worst be able to just kind of turn around, give them the old swat, and send them running back to where one of the other defenders or a non-combatant from inside the next wall in will be waiting to catch them and lead them back to somewhere safer.
Yeah. To me,
Okay.
that seems like the
So, horse riding? Alright.
illogical.
So you guys are going to do that. You are riding. I'm going to say you probably do not have line of sight on the opponents right now because you are 5 feet off the ground, meaning you've got about 35, call it 30 and change between your head and the top of the wall, which you would have to clear by at least a foot to be able to reasonably see over the wall, given the
What you're saying
vagaries
is
of
just
human
by
eyes.
getting within the 150 feet, by going part of the way there, we wouldn't be able to do
I was
anything.
thinking about that, going, hey, maybe you could, like, I don't know, shoot something, but then I'm like, no, you can't technically because you are riding along the ground or
Right.
on a bridge across the ground level, essentially, and you are on a horse, which is like 5 feet tall, and you, especially you, have a much more squat torso than, say, someone else. And so you're going to be very, very short on the horse, and you're not going to be that much better. You're probably going to have at least maybe as much as a foot on the dwarf, but it's still not going to bring you above about 6 feet of eye line. So then you're going to be 35-ish feet short of reasonable eye line out to beyond the wall. So
Siege engines and others don't have to be able to see what they're shooting at. They just have to know approximately what the area is. Correct?
kinda. Trebuchets and mangonels, yes. Ballistade less so, but yes.
Well, I
So
was just
they
thinking
can-
the trebuchets are shooting over a wall, and they obviously can't see.
Yeah. That's part of the disadvantage there. Now, if they were in what I would classify as effective range, I would argue that the target had somewhere in the neighborhood of 3/4 cover, which would give it a higher AC against an attack. However,
We should probably have spotters on the first wall that signal back with flags to tell the trebuchets where they're shooting.
possibly, but
Don't know if that's part of the technology.
I'm thinking. I honestly don't know if that would be effective. I genuinely, I've never seen anything in medieval treatises or historical accounts where they used forward observers to dial in trebuchet fire. Nowadays, obviously, with drones, radio spotters, things like that, we can dial. We can also, there's a clever kit that some artillery units today have where they can literally take the drone feed from a spotter drone and put the latitude and longitude from the drone feed directly into the firing computer, and
Right.
that is the firing solution grid coordinates that are then fed into the artillery piece. Right. So
Wow.
they just dial that automatically into the cannon to aim.
Wow.
Yeah. So
As you said, warfare is changing. Amazing.
dramatically. So
Okay, so we get basically a turn and a.
turn and change.
Yeah.
So you start running. I'll say I'll give you the horses just right out of the gate. You're going. So you have 120 feet. You move right out the gate. So you move 60 feet with your horse's movement. That brings you to the edge of the moat. You then move 60 more feet across the moat and up to the edge of the front.
Okay.
So on your next turn, I will say you can. Well, technically now,
Yeah.
you can run 30 feet up the stairwell or the stairway So now at the start of your next turn, unless you guys want to dash,
No,
you
30 feet
will
is sufficient.
right. You will be on your next turn. You can use your movement to get up to the final 10 feet of stairs because it's a 40-foot tall wall. You can then be at the top of the wall by the middle of your next turn. You can use your movement on your next turn, then use your actions and bonus actions on the wall with line of sight.
Cool.
Essentially, what we've got is we get to do something offensive on our third turn.
On your second turn.
Second turn.
This was your first turn. Horses carried you 120 feet.
Because we have the horses.
So now you are running with your foot movement 30 feet up the 40-foot wall.
Which is our
You are
action.
now 10 feet below the fighting step of the wall. Now, you're 5 feet below the fighting step. The fighting step is between a 3 and a 5-foot parapet to give you guys half cover, 3/4 if you duck, which would take a reaction if you need. If you guys are taking incoming fire, I will say that you can use your reaction to duck. That takes your cover level from half to 3/4.
Excellent.
In combat, half cover, which is what you guys all have right now, is you have +2 bonus to your AC when you're standing on the fighting step, full spread.
So what was it?
Yes, when you stand up to fire, you have half cover because you are standing behind a 3-foot parapet, 3 to 5-foot parapet. You have a +2 bonus to your AC and your dexterity saving throws. So if someone attacks you or imposes a dexterity saving throw on you, you get a +2 to whatever it is that you would normally get. So we'll say your armor class is 19 normally and 21 normally, so you would go to 21 and 23 with half cover. You can then go to shield, which gives you +5, which would take you to 26. Additionally, if you, for example, are sorely assailed and run out of charges for your staff, or you decide you don't want to use it this time because you don't think it's going to be that bad, you can duck using your reaction, and your armor class, you get the +5 bonus anyway. Target with 3/4 cover has a +5 bonus. So you would have a 24 normally with your duck action, or duck reaction. You would go to 26 with your duck.
How tall is that?
That's why I said between 3 and 5, because like there's stuff which you can. Would you like me to describe it for you, or shall I find you a box?
No,
I
I was
don't honestly know. Dwarves are usually described in the player's handbook in the race section here as between 4 and 5 feet tall.
Okay.
An average about 150 pounds, I think it says here.
The reason I asked is because if it's a 3-foot wall in front of her, she's going to be less than 5 feet tall. She's already got half cover.
Well, at that point, she's got full cover, but then she's also got no line of sight. If she can't poke her eyes up above without a box, then she can't see over the. She's like Gimli at Helm's Deep, hopping up and down, looking around, trying to see what's happening. Well, this is the part earlier where he's like, "What's going on? What's happening?" And Legolas goes, "Shall I describe it for you? Would you like me to find you a box?" So there's either been like some pre-made stuff, or there's just something you can grab and stand up on, or some possible crenellations chopped out of the wall where you can like kind of poke your head over. You'll have half cover when you're able to see. That if you duck, for you it would just be a sidestep, but it would still be a reaction maneuver. For everyone else, it's dropping prone or dropping on their knees to give themselves 3/4 cover from an incoming attack.
Okay.
So, 4 rams, 3 siege towers. You guys are running up the thing. Finnan, is, not gonna lie, sorely tempted to shoot the siege tower.
Because he has so much
Damage.
Yeah.
Because technically, the thing is, I guess, technically surprised.
Yes, it is. It's completely surprised. Yes.
Like, if it can automatically fail dex saves, I guess it's technically surprisable. So he could either shoot a siege weapon or a siege engine, or he can shoot someone.
Shoot the siege engine.
Siege weapon?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Because we can get rid of those. People are more of a sitting duck down there.
Yeah. So at this point, it's 50 feet away,
Okay.
which means it's inside a crossbow's 80-foot effective range.
Yes. Yeah. And he's surprising.
It's time for advantage.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Finally.
Oh. Dang.
Well, 26 will hit.
It won't hit?
It will.
Oh.
He only rolled a 12 on advantage.
Oh. Oh.
So.
You would get this disappointment in what his initial roll is, and I go, oh, that means he didn't hit. And then you go, well, yeah, but he got a 26.
Yeah. Well, I wanted higher, but whatever. I was hoping for it.
Oh, well, that would help.
I'm a lot more impressed with. But he doesn't need it because all attacks against a surprise opponent do count as crits. So.
So if he got it, what would it get?
Well, he'd roll on the table and hopefully get max damage. So, 13, 9, 20, 9, 32, 48, 43. $54, 63, 72, 81, 85, 93. I'm bending the rules here by DM fiat because I don't honestly know if this is an actual thing, but you know what, screw you, I want this. I'm going to, I don't know whether to give this thing a +5 constitution because of the damage threshold for the death stroke thing, or whether just to apply that to organics.
To me, it seems applicable to organics only, but...
Only organics, yeah. Assassinate is one thing, sneak attack is one thing. I'm not sure I'm going to apply that ever again because that just feels weird to apply it to an inanimate object.
Well, he's surprising all the people around it, too,
I
so nobody's there to
that.
defend it.
Nobody's able to defend the thing in the first place.
Okay.
You just have to beat its AC. Next time, no sneak attack and no crit against siege weapons. But for this time, 93.
Which is significant damage, I hope.
Mm-hmm. That hurt the siege tower, right? No, I feel bad about that.
Do what you want, or do what you think is best.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna shoot that into an opponent. A living, breathing organic.
Okay.
That just feels wrong to shoot something that is a construct for all intents and purposes with something that is supposed to be against living, breathing, surprisable critters.
That's fine.
Dex saves are one thing because
Right.
it's an established point that
Yeah.
constructs and like objects and structures tend to automatically fail dex saves. That's just a thing that's been around for a long time. I don't know. I feel like he doing it.
If it doesn't feel good, don't
Yeah.
do it.
He wipes out another Templar.
A group Templar or a...
Nah, one of the normals.
A living enemy is dead.
Oh, he's totally dead.
I smashed it. Respawn.
Just arrow went through the face, went out the back.
Bounced off somebody, came back through.
Something like that. It didn't make it out through the helmet, but it definitely dented the other side pretty bad. There's like a dent in the helmet on the far side. This is not a living person anymore.
It was a clean death.
Elizabeth is going to hold off. She's really, really reluctant to use her javelins of lightning in this fight because there's very low chance of recovery.
Oh.
It's not like she can just walk up to me and be like, hang on a second, can I have that please?
Hold me. Coming through.
Like we would have to launch a full-bore sortie to get
She's
them
got
back.
She has some of the stars, right?
That's kind of...
I thought that more than one person had those.
No, that's just... She has a necklace of fireballs, but those are a non-renewable resource.
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't want to throw a javelin, like a normal javelin, because that's just... A standard javelin has a 30-foot disadvantage range.
And then 50 feet.
She's going to throw a fireball, three individual fireballs, at the leading siege tower.
Awesome.
Using her necklace, and that's it. Doesn't replenish.
No.
So we'll have to buy her another one.
Or not, it's fine, either way. But I figure better to use it than die with it on.
Killing could give her the helmet.
You know, that's a point. Then I'm gonna go check and see if that needs to get...
I don't think it's needed to be attuned.
No. No, it requires attunement. It does.
Oh.
No. Elizabeth's gonna sit out this hour,
What's she planning?
drop down below the wall with the helm, and start attuning. It takes an hour.
Ah, okay.
So she's gonna sit out this round.
Awesome, yeah.
This three action, this 3 round hour. She's gonna sit out and start attuning to the helm of brilliance.
Cool.
And that's like a.
Real quick notes here. Sorry, I gotta take a second here to figure out this. 10 buttons. Okay. 4. 2d2 rupees. 3d10 fire rupees. 16. 4d10 opals. 14. Okay. Just figuring out how many gems are on the Helm of Brilliance. Diamonds, rubies, fireballs,
Oh, you roll to see how many diamonds and what? Okay, yeah. Couldn't read it.
Yeah, I can read it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So to remember, use this. Counts. Oh my.
Oh.
Well, I handled that for a while. Alright, so she's tuning. Forden is going to do what Forden does best and disappoint us all. Hope. And he's going to fire his crossbow. Good job, Forden. Thank you. You have disappointed us once again. A 9 will not hit.
Oh dear.
Ammo. It's fine. Second shot is at 23. Ammo is doing fine. So he is going to deal 4 points of damage to a Templar. Victor is going to fire 3 Yuan T arrows. Uh, 28, 25, 25 to hit. Ammo check. Fine. Fine. Okay. First shot deals 11 piercing. What? Strength go to 7. Are you equal to something? Shoot.
Huh?
Come on. Okay. Oh, I forgot to notice that. Okay, yes. So 11 piercing. I forgot he was still under the stat influence of potion of some kind of giant strength. Not quaffed for the seat. That would have been a while ago. And he was still running around with 25 strength. Alright, so D. So 11 plus 4 poison. Aimed at the Grand Templar. No, Rear Templar, sorry. So 11 plus 4 is 15. Second shot. Another 11 plus 6 this time for 17. And the final shot is 7 plus 5 for 12. Okay. Who's next? We're just gonna have everyone who's in ranged weapons effective range open fire from the Leilon defenders. It's gonna take a second. We'll start with obviously the checking the range of the Episde. We have 510 feet until they are from them to the Templars currently. That is well outside of range, so no, they're not going to be effective for a while.
Yeah.
They're a bit of our last hope.
Right. If they come closer or don't.
Mangonels, similar. They're not doing great themselves. Trebuchets can either fire or hold fire.
Are the siege towers within range for them?
Disadvantaged, yeah.
We don't have a whole lot of rocks. Or whatever we're firing.
Yeah.
Do we want to fire a bag of beans?
If you want to, yeah. You can fire the bag of
It's still with disadvantage though, right?
Yeah.
I can throw it from the top of the wall too, down into the middle of the...
If they breach the wall, you can just kind of shake it out on them.
But I could throw it over the ditch. Who could throw really well?
Takes strength, so
I've got the
gauntlets, yeah.
gauntlets.
You would make an improvised weapon attack. Huh?
Improvised explosive device.
Yes.
Because it does it burns with fire.
Yes.
Yes, so I was going to throw it and hit the siege tower.
But we're not there yet.
Trebuchets,
No,
though.
but when I get there, I was just trying to be a little bit. Since the trebuchet is disadvantaged, I'm not really. So,
no, you would just throw it
yeah.
and see if you hit. I gotta check and see what the exact rules on improvised. I'd say you just make a ranged attack with either your strength or dex. No, it would be dex. It would be a ranged attack. Darn it. Who's got good dex? Finnan. Finnan can throw that.
Finnan can throw that.
Because he is not proficient with improvised stuff.
But
None of us are, so he would be throwing with just his +5.
I have +2.
Yeah. So Finnan will take the bags of beans out of the bag of holding.
Oh, he's in there.
Oh, he's
look
in
at this.
His head kind of pops out and is like, someone say bag of beans?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Actually, a few more than that. But.
Yes. So, with that, the trebuchets are trebuchets have a 300-foot effective range. So they have to cross. They have to get 200 feet close. They have to get 260 feet closer in order for the trebuchets to be inside effective range.
Okay.
They have to be 200 feet away for the mangonels to be inside, and then they have to be 120 feet away for the Episde to be in effective range.
Okay.
So, we're not close enough that they can use the cauldrons yet, but they are standing by for that. Some of the defenders are going to hold actions on the 9 cauldrons to pour down on anything that comes up.
Yeah.
If anything comes within range of them, they're just going to dump over on them. Light crossbow is in range. Short bow is in range. So, 12 will miss. Bear in mind, these guys are not trained fighters. They got stuff. Some of them got some very nice looking stuff, and some of them are a little bit more skilled with the melee weapons, but ranged weapons are not their forte. 17 will hit with a short bow for 1 point of damage. light crossbow. $16 will hit.
Who's doing this?
The Leilon defenders. For another point of damage. Heavy crossbow. Miss. Heavy crossbow. Miss. Longbow. Hits for 4 points of damage. Heavy crossbow. Miss. Longbow. Hits. For 1. Heavy crossbow. Miss. I'm gonna say there's 2 squads on the walls for now. We'll say the rest are reserved for now to streamline things a little bit.
That makes sense, yeah.
So 7 damage.
Okay.
That's Leilon. Everyone else is out of range, I think.
Probably.
Alright.
Now
So
we
do
got.
Mike and Ranger and I have 2 actions that we moved up into.
We're doing one action for 1 round, then we're reloading.
Okay, cool. Okay.
The baddies haven't
Very
gotten
good.
that round yet.
Very good. Okay.
But they just got it.
It didn't. Yes, right. Gotcha.
So, for starters, the hostile ballistae are now in range. Everything has been moved into a comfortable firing range.
Everything.
Yeah.
All machines, right?
All war engines have been moved into a
And
comfortable
they've got
firing range.
1,000 war engines.
I mean, you can make it 1,000. But
No, I mean, all you ever tell me is there's a lot.
yeah, there is a lot. I say as I do it again. So we're just going to fire things off here. Uh, 15 will hit the wall. Natural 1 will miss. Uh, 23 will hit. $20 will hit. Uh, 21 will hit. 9 will miss. Natural 20 will hit for double. But nothing else. 9 will miss. Oh, what am I saying? Oh no, they. Well. I gotta restart that. I'm sorry. I forgot I was not aiming at the wall with these stupid crossbows.
You what?
Ballistae are not wall
Right.
crushers. These things are
Right.
things are anti-personnel weapons first and foremost.
Okay.
So, we'll make this easy. I said we'll make this easy.
Volley.
Eh?
Firing one huge volley.
Well, no, we'll just target Forden.
Oh, poor guy.
Who immediately ducks down, so he's...
Yes, he's used his reaction to gain himself +5 armor class, which puts him, unfortunately,
about
at a
10.
rousing 23.
Oh, he's pretty high.
Here come the boat. Right now. Pew!
Like a Patriot arrow from Men in Tights.
That's right.
Okay, let's try this again. 20 will miss. 14 will miss. 12 will miss. 11, 12 will miss. 25 will hit. Or would you rather I targeted the front heads?
No, you can target 40.
Alright, we'll do
I
the
feel
first,
bad, but...
we'll send the first volley at Forden because nobody likes him. And then we'll target the front heads next because you two like him, but I don't. Like him, but I don't.
Who's...
Fabulous front heads, the sellswords.
I like them in the sense that they hit sometimes and they...
I don't like that you had enough money to buy them.
Oh.
So you're...
That was from selling. It was from selling those stupid adamantine Inquisition manacles, and you had that kind of cash. And be like, oh, whatever you're paying, I'll double it.
We kind of like those guys.
I was thinking that if what's his Fabio lives, then we can have him collect a whole bunch of Ballistae arrows and run them back to ours so we've got more.
You can do all the sorties.
No, that would be the non-combatants bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, the sellswords could accompany you guys on a sortie if you were prepared to teleport away and leave them to die.
They can see behind the wall. I just can't.
8 will miss. Natural 1 will miss. 11 will miss. 1 hit.
We're supposed to collect these things, and why are they all in one place? That guy has 4 of them in him.
Oh, is that 3d10? 3d10.
Let me do some water.
Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. 15 points of damage to Forden.
Okay.
Now the mangonels are, those things are, oh no, that was one group. What am I doing? Let's keep shooting. I'm targeting the sellswords this time.
Okay. I mean, I'm sad, but I
Target
understand.
Forden then. I'm cool. I don't care. $25 hits. Misses. 17 misses. 19 misses. 15 misses. That's a natural 20.
What are we shooting now?
Still shooting Ballistae at Forden. There are a lot more Ballistae than I remember there were.
Oh.
21. If you prefer, we can go back to the mob rules on this if you'd like to avoid having to roll a bunch of dice. That's your call.
This is fine with me because you're aiming at one person.
Okay.
If you're
Okay.
aiming like a volley at the whole parapet, that's one thing, but...
Well, if I'm aiming a volley at the whole parapet, I have to fire individually to see what I do there. But,
Yeah. That's cool. Unless
Nope.
you're the guy that's the target. What this
5.
tells me is you don't want to be on the wrong side of the DM.
I don't think anyone has ever thought it was a good idea to be on the wrong side of the game. I can't think of even one,
16.
even at the beginning of time, of D&D time.
15. 18. Nope. 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 That one didn't even with this normal armor class.
Oh wow.
Hmm?
That would not actually look as normal armor class.
One misses. Darn. 2 hits and 1 critical.
Which is like doing 4 hits.
Yes. 16 more damage from the first hit.
What's his total?
61. Second hit. 11 points of damage. And is a crit. 12. 19. This 9 is 28. Okay.
Well,
Are you happy?
Oh yes, very. He's unconscious.
So is Victor.
he's
Yes.
unconscious.
Victor just kind of looks over and goes, "Oops."
Never saw that one coming.
Now the mangonels are going to target the wall.
I can't remember what a mangonel is.
It's basically an undersized catapult. It's basically what you consider the traditional catapult to be.
As
With
opposed to a
actual
trebuchet.
torsion. There's the torsion arm, which is a mangonel, and there's the cowries, which is a trebuchet. So
I've loved those ever since we went
was
to-
a mangonel? Way back at Mrs. Mangonel?
yes, I mean it was a catapult.
Yeah.
They're largely interchangeable terms in terms of catapult and mangonel. A mangonel is a specific kind of a catapult. A catapult is a generalized term for a torsion arm. There's also the onager from the Roman times. There was the ballista and the onager were the traditional Roman siege engines. I think they may have used trebuchets as well. I don't remember, but even if they did, it was the mangonel of the day was a smaller, more temperamental one. It was called an onager because it would kick really hard when the torsion bar went off. It would slam into the catch bar hard enough to kick the rear end up like a wild donkey kicking at someone, which led to some severe injuries among the engineers manning it, which led to the less than affectionate nickname of the onager. So, these guys are going to start shooting rocks at the wall.
Okay.
So nobody's getting strictly targeted, but the wall integrity is going to suffer
Yeah.
if they hit. And with a 7, that's not going to hit.
Good.
No. 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 One hit. We'll deal with damage later. Determine if it actually did damage the wall. Because it has to deal like 20 damage in order to actually deal the damage. Right, you can't do less than 20 damage or there's no damage.
Okay.
19 or lower on the wall, 0. That's it.
And how much do they have extra? In other words, they're not going to roll over a 20.
On damage,
Yeah. They've got multiple
5d10 or something like that?
5d10, okay. This 20's not all that hard to get.
Yeah. Two hits. Three hits. Four hits. Five hits. What am I doing? No. Yes. 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 No. Yes. 9 total hits. Now we see if they damage. 5 d8 d10. 4 and 5. Yeah, they damage. Oh, bother, that's a lie.
Huh?
45 points of damage.
That's over 19.
Good roll for 5d10.
Okay?
They got
There's
an
a good
average
roll
of
for
9.
5d10.
3 10s, 1 8, 1 7.
Wow. Well, they averaged. It was the average of 9 that struck me as being pretty hard to get.
But they did. Actually,
Yeah.
the average time is really good. Exactly. That's amazing.
So, where did it hit? Section 5. Gate or wall. Wall. 45. 8. And hit number 2. Ouch. 21, 27. Section 14. Eighteen, 26, 35. Section 17. 2. Next hour, I'm going to try a mob swarm. I'm going to try with the trebuchets, just like, this is how much we need, this is how many we need to hit, this is how many.
Oh wow.
It's like what we did with the devils when we were fighting them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cuts down on time.
Yeah.
Oh, why do you have to roll so well? 16, 23, 27, 34. Come back here. 16, 25, 29, 37. Last shot. Thirteen, 19, 24. Section 5 again. Gates or no? No. Wall. 24 on the wall again.
Same section.
A previously hit section. Okay. I'm gonna just run the math on the trebuchets here real fast. Plus 5. That. 15 to hit. 4 to 1. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 hits. Real quick ammo check. Good. Good. So, 2 hits from the trebuchets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 d10s. 8, 13, 22, 26, 34, 48. Second. Eight, 13, 19, 20, 31, 35. Back down to Palisade. Where do they? Section 16 takes a hit. 48 points of damage. Section 11 takes a hit with 35 damage. Yeah, that was a lot faster.
That was a lot faster, but that was deadly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
on
but
the poor wall.
it would have taken the same amount of damage, likely. It would have taken 5 times as long
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean not by going with this?
As opposed to rolling individually for every single attack
Oh.
and then determining hits. I just instead went, there are X number of trebuchets, they need Y number on the dice to hit. They get this number of hits. Okay. The siege engines are now going to make their move. The siege tower engineers are going to start laying bridging.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to politely ask you to leave the bridging alone because I do not have the time to put the bridging equipment together as another combustible, expendable, repairable resource. For now, I may offer it later. But
all gentlemen.
for now, I would
Mm-hmm.
request that you please leave it alone for my sanity. Otherwise, I'll start targeting you guys with trebuchets.
I did not complain.
No.
I want to make something burn, and everything that I'm allowed to make burn is covered with what?
You could try to make the siege engines burn. They don't. The siege artillery burn. They don't have anything out that one.
I thought they did.
No.
The siege towers and the rams are the only thing that are directly covered.
Oh, okay.
It's really, really horribly inconvenient to try to cover a trebuchet in raw, wet hide. Right? At best, they could soak it down and give you like one time of resistance, and then you flash steam the entire thing dry with a fireball.
And burn somebody with all that steam.
You know, since a trebuchet can't dodge,
It automatically fails its dex checks.
Yeah.
So the siege towers are going to start moving across the ditch. So now they are back down to their 10-foot movement because they're being moved more or less by hand at this point.
Sure, of course.
how wide's the ditch?
40 feet.
How many people are moving each one?
Enough that it can dash, so it's going to move 20 feet to the round.
I was just thinking in terms of how many people they pick off.
At least I'd say 10.
And the way that you've been dealing with the people that are on there is you haven't been counting their deaths. You figured if we get rid of a siege tower or we get rid of something, we've gotten rid of all the people too.
If you wipe out a siege tower with a meteor swarm, you've wiped out the crew. If you wipe it out completely with a fireball, you've probably wiped out the crew. If you pick off individual crew members, I'll count them as commoner HP blocks, and I will just keep bringing up guys, and they will be slowed down for one turn. Their speed will be halved for one turn, and then they will back up on one. If you pick up enough. So.
Anyone should be disappointed by taking out a bunch of the guys and then not having really affect.
Okay. So they're 20 feet from what essentially amounts, because we didn't really dig a killing ground on the outer wall.
Right.
So they are 20 feet from the wall at this point.
And the moat goes right up to the base of the wall, right? So
For this one.
How many
Everything
of
else
them
is
are up to have done this?
3.
So they laid down 3 paths.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, 7 if you want to count the battering rams. Because the rams are coming across.
No, I
as
was
well.
just they had to lay down one for each
Mhm.
entity in order for them all to be able to move. And can they move on the first action?
This is their action.
Well, no, but one of their actions is laying down the thing, and
That's
then
the
the
siege
next one.
engineers.
Huh?
That's the siege engineers. They're separate from the towers. There's guys laying bridges, and there's guys moving. So everyone gets an action, meaning the engineers lay for their action.
Okay.
The towers move for their action.
And naturally, they make the engineers go before the, yeah.
Yeah.
One would hope.
Well, that is the point. The Rams are now 25 feet across the outer ditch. They have 15 feet to go. No. No, they are 30 feet across the outer ditch. My bad. They have 10 feet to go because they have a 15 foot movement speed because they're a smaller thing.
Okay.
So they have 5 more feet of movement than the towers. Because they're a lot. Comparatively, they are smaller.
Yeah.
And less quality.
Right.
So, if enough of the towers go down, I may bring up scaling ladders, but for now we're not going to fiddle with that because I have siege towers, and they're like my siege towers.
Yeah.
And you've got a whole bunch of them.
I do. So, but only 3 of them are coming across right now, and 4 of the Rams.
And 4 of them were what?
Of the Rams. So that, I think, is the entire Inquisitional turn. The Templars are just kind of moving up across. Let me double check and see if they have any funny business that they can get up to here. Oh, they do. Put it back down. Crap, they're spellcasters. Oh, fiddle faddle. Yeah, okay, that's fun. So all of the Templars are now going to pop spiritual weapons out.
All of the Templars. Okay. How many hundred?
How high
Templars are
is the wall?
There's currently about 17 of them that are attacking at the moment that I'm going to count as having spiritual weapon out.
How high is the wall?
40 feet. So
And
we're going to
how
pop
high
it on
can you
top of the
take
wall.
a spiritual weapon?
60.
Height, not distance. I thought there was a difference in the height versus...
It's a 60-foot range away from you.
Okay.
We never have made a distinction with Episde's spiritual weapon casting
No,
in terms of...
Well, she hadn't been doing them up on top of things.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. We were on that pyramid thing and the.
Kind of has,
Okay.
yeah. That's why I said we never made a distinction. Now they're going to target the front heads. Because they have
17 spiritual weapons.
who are all going to take the reaction to duck.
Good.
Meaning they are now at 20 armor class to hit against. It's 4, okay. So they need to get a 16, there are 17 of them. So 4 hits. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Because they can also move it up to 20 feet on their bonus action and then attack. They start at 60 feet away and then they can move it up to 20 feet and then attack. It's part of the bonus action. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that right now because I don't have the spell slots put together because I didn't realize they were spellcasters.
Okay.
I'm just going to wait until I have time this coming week to actually properly put together spell slots for the Templar.
Okay.
And then we're gonna deal with that at a later date. So Keep it going. Oh, thanks. Yeah. That's the end of their turn. They're starting to swarm the towers.
The Templars are?
They're trying to swarm up the inside of the siege towers.
Which
to
are
get
in
ready
place,
to.
or
They're being moved into
10
place.
feet to go.
20 feet to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So they'll get their next turn.
Okay.
Unless they're destroyed. So,
Sounds like a really good plan.
action 2. Roll for initiative standard or as we just did. Did you like how we did that, or did you want to try a more standard initiative roll?
That was
I
fun.
think that would.
All right,
yeah,
we'll work with that. Everyone get ready to roll.
20.
Finnan, why?
3.
19.
17 for Victor. And 8 out of Finnan. Forden. No. Damage. No better. Brickheads. No. Leilon. No. For Eternity. No. And those guys no. Yeah, we go first again.
Huh?
We go first again.
Okay. That's okay.
For you.
Yeah. For us.
Yes. Alright.
So,
You guys, if you are able to get up to the top of the wall
right.
with your movements, and you are now in view of this panorama of 3 siege towers are rolling towards you. You can see 4 rams moving across the burning equipment, and you can see a packload of Templars as well as the ranks of siege engines or siege artillery in the back, a couple hundred feet away.
We're getting to the point where, given that, how many total rounds do we have before we get a long rest?
Well, it depends because we have
Oh, we've got to roll each hour.
up
Yeah.
to a maximum of 6
So
actions takeable per hour.
we could have 24 after this.
Yes.
After our, yeah.
You could have as many as 26 starting with, including this current round.
I was trying to think of how many.
Now, I grant you, it's a lot, and my dice do not usually roll that hot. We will probably not get more than 1 or 2 in the next couple of hours. So,
Well, I'm just trying to decide how many I can actually use and whether or not, for instance, a nasty lightning doesn't do fire damage. It does.
lightning damage.
And that's not blocked by
No.
So actually, I'm better off if I'm going after a siege tower to
Using
maybe
lightning
use a lightning bolt than either a fire. I mean, I could use a cantrip, but that's going to be halved because of the resistance to fire.
Unless you use Shocking Grass, or not Shocking Grass, Ray of Frost. That deals cold damage.
And it freezes them.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it only gets.
It reduces living creatures' speed by 10 feet. So if you shoot a living creature, they go down. But if you're running out of spells and you want to just kind of cantrip ping at a siege engine, with the understanding you have to hit 20 damage or something in that neighborhood to damage it, you could either use Ray of Frost, or you could. Let me check with their damage. Damage threshold 15 for that. 15. So you'd have to hit 15 to get
Siege tower.
damage with anything. Now with things like Fireball and Lightning Bolt, that's not really a problem. But with cantrips, or say, I don't know, a magic missile, that becomes a concern.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm basically thinking in terms of how big of a fireball I want to use right now. No, I mean of a lightning bolt. I want to use.
I'm going to recommend that you save your slotted spells that burn spell slots for the siege engines, so that you can burn enough damage out to actually hurt them. And then, if you want to use something like Ray of Frost, it could potentially deal enough damage. That's 4d8 with a maximum of 32. But I would recommend saving Magic Missile for personnel.
Yeah, well, I'm basically going to use the lightning bolt because that's the only thing that I can really hope to wipe out a siege tower with. And I'm trying to...
My DM brain is in conflict right now because part of me wants to say that the rules as written dictate that you cannot target one thing the same kind of multiple times with chain lightning, while the other part of my brain is arguing that with a chain lightning, a siege tower is big enough. Alternatively, you could arc it between multiple siege towers.
Actually, I'd forgotten about chain lightning. I was thinking lightning bolt.
Additionally, if you wanted to burn... Well, yes, lightning bolt is good, but if you want to keep that below chain lightning levels, or even, honestly, below 5th or 6th level, whatever daylight is, or sunbeam, not daylight, sunbeam? Sunbeam is a concentration spell of up to, I think, between 1 and 10 minutes, which enables you to just deal damage.
I keep forgetting about
in
some
radiant.
of these.
Yeah.
What level? What level
So,
is Sunbeam?
Sunbeam,
I think it's one that never shows up on my thing.
probably. It's a 6th, so if you keep your 5 and belows for things like your 3 to 5s for lightning bolt for now. Zap them with lightning bolts with your 3 to 5s. Keep sunbeam. That's a minute, so that's 10. It could be used for your full hour. All 3, all 4, all 5, all 1, all 2, all 6 of your actions in an hour could be sunbeam, which is a Constitution saving throw, which an object all automatically fails. But it can also theoretically take anything. If, for example, the ramp is down, and you stand at the head of the ramp and you zap them, anything coming up the ladder is going to get caught in the beam as well as the siege tower. So, because it's a 5-foot wide, 60-foot line, that's going to hit anything in the tower at the top level, and then hit the back, which counts as attacking the HP of the object. 6d8 radiant damage. Bio creatures are blinded. Obviously, a thing like that doesn't count, but
the people that are on the siege tower, one would expect that
they would potentially be blinded. And additionally, you can just keep hitting the siege tower for 6d8 radiant damage for your entire turn, and then anyone who walks up into that line gets the saving throw.
So I've got to try.
That would be 6.
That's not Sunburst.
No, Sunburst is the 8th level. That's the big.
Okay.
Yeah. But then Chain Lightning would permit you to hit up to 4 targets with 10d8 lightning damage. Say 4 siege engines within 30 feet. I'd say you could certainly hit 2 other things reasonably. And then that would be 10d8 lightning damage to critter.
Am I within 60 feet of the siege engine?
Yes. They are within 20 feet of the river. Which means, Edra, on your turn, it would be time for Spiritual Weapon and Sacred Flame to then, admittedly, or this is the thing. Save the Spiritual Weapon for next turn, and hope for some more turns, or for next hour, and save some more turns, or only use it for 2 turns. Your call. Because you only got 2 more turns, including this one, until the next hour. By that time,
I've got a duration of up to 1 minute on this, which means
Exactly.
it's really only 1 turn. Because our turns this
turns
time were
total.
20 minutes.
Yeah, well, you have 2. I'm going to say that you can use it for the entire duration of your actions allotted,
Okay.
and not actually attempt to block out each turn into a set time period. It's just, this is what happens.
Right.
So you can use any concentration spell of a duration of less than an hour in the time,
Within it.
in the rounds allotted to the hour, and then it just expires before the next hour. So. Edra, Rondu, whoever wants to go first can go first.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay, so why don't I think I would
Just launch a Sacred Flame maybe,
yeah, I think so, and then just
and save your spiritual weapon for another hour.
the next time, yes. So,
So,
Sacred
what are
Flame-
you targeting?
well, it doesn't burn fire, it's just radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
So, it's not going to make any difference. I can't target the siege.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't burn.
It'll automatically fail to save, and if you deal 20 or more damage, it will deal 20 or more damage with no resistance to
Okay.
radiant damage.
Okay.
It will deal the full amount. So just go ahead and roll 48 straight up.
Yeah.
Rongir, I think at this point your question is, do I want to start low and work up, or do I want to start at the top and work down?
Mm-hmm. That is basically the question that I'm going after. I still have no real feel for how much damage it takes to take out a siege tower. We don't have any, so I can't even look at our.
Yeah, you've dealt 19 damage so far. Has been dealt to a siege tower.
But if I do a lightning bolt, I can get
8d6.
8 or 10 or whatever. If I go with the 5, then I'm getting 10. And 10d8s is likely to go more than 20.
D6.
D-
D8's for chain lightning.
D6s, yeah.
D6 is for lightning. For lightning bolt at 5th level, that's 10d6. For chain lightning,
How far
that's-
apart are the siege engines?
you could probably catch 2 siege engines comfortably in a chain lightning blast with the jump offs. They're big enough, and they're not like shoulder to shoulder to the point where you might not be maybe catch the edge of another one, but you definitely catch the first one, then a target on either side.
So I don't want to go to a higher level because
Yeah.
it adds extra things. It doesn't add damage.
Yeah, no.
So that's a 6.
So you want to potentially try and save 1 6th level for Sunbeam, and then use the rest for Chain Lightning. Or,
Well, I've got 6, 7, 8.
yeah. I'm just thinking that they're both 6th level spell slots, and you didn't want to upcast Chain Lightning. Yeah.
Well, I went upcast chain lightning because it doesn't do anything.
Yes, that's what I said. You don't want to. Yeah.
19.
That sucks.
Yeah,
that
was
sucks
really
hard.
Yeah.
What'd she do?
She
That
rolled.
19.
Oh no! Wait! No, you don't need a 20.
Oh,
You
really?
need a 15. My bad.
Oh,
I forgot that we're not attacking the walls. We're attacking
oh, that's
the siege
right.
engines.
I thought you said 20 about...
I said 20.
Oh, okay.
And then
I
he,
rolled that
then he
and I'm
went
sitting here
back and
thinking,
did
I
all
think
of
I'm
it.
gonna puke.
You've got one at 16.
Eh?
I think you said one of the siege things was 16. Nope,
No,
all of them
everything's
15.
15.
So, anyway, it is 19.
Okay, so 19 points of damage
Okay.
to our slightly scorched siege tower.
I was feeling really...
That would have sucked.
Oh, I was
so
feeling really, really
frickin'
sick.
hard.
Yeah, that was not my happy moment. I was pretty sure you would say 20.
15. It damaged it.
Well, I'll take damage.
Yeah.
Now. That's fine.
It's looking damaged.
So do I have 2 of those I can throw because I have 2 actions?
Again, we're gonna.
Oh, we're
do
gonna
that
vote. Okay. I'm
next
sorry.
time.
I'm really.
You are correct.
Yeah.
You do have 2 of
Next
those
time.
you can throw
Right.
when we re-roll the
Okay.
initiative.
Right.
Unless you would like us to do all of our
Nope,
actions
I don't.
at once.
I don't. I was,
I
but
can
so
do that.
I
I'll
moved-
throw all the
Yeah.
siege engines at you guys at once. So.
I
But you
moved,
didn't want the
and I had my
Templars
action.
swarming up and pounding on us while we could do
Definitely not.
nothing. So.
Definitely not.
If the bottom line was if we ended up second in rotation rather than first, we could be overrun and not able to
We'd be
move.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was your go. I don't remember if Bless is an action or a bonus action or Bane.
Is
I'll
what?
double check that really fast.
Yeah.
Just see if that's something you would want to do. Bane. Action drop. Okay.
I
Which
can't
means
think of
Bless
any
is an
bonus
action,
actions
too.
I've got.
Yeah, spiritual weapon's the only one you got so far that I know
Right.
of.
That's the one I know.
With that, Rongir, you're up with a.
Well, why don't we do a 6th level chain lightning?
Sounds good. They will automatically fail their saves, so go ahead and roll me 10d8. Need to borrow some?
Yeah, I only have one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7 makes 10.
And you don't have any.
Green.
You don't have any really boring green.
Woodland green.
Huh?
Woodland green. Elven green.
Wow. Okay. Not good. I'm trying to get the high ones out there. $32, $42, $46, $48, $50.
50? Alright. That definitely worked it over. And then the other 2, did you want to target the... I'm presuming you want to target the 2 siege towers.
Yeah, I want to
it's the same damage.
Yeah.
50
Yeah.
points of damage.
Yeah.
So the 2 other siege towers also take 50 points of damage. So they got worked over.
2 others?
Siege tower in the middle that you targeted.
Yeah.
Siege tower, siege tower.
Okay, I
3.
misunderstood the way you were describing it earlier.
There were 3 siege.
Mhm.
There were enough. I'm going to put the siege towers in 3 in a row here so you can target them.
Well, thank you.
And then the battering rams are on either side of the siege towers. 2 of them are making straight for the gate. 2 of them are making for another damaged section of wall to try to break it down. So, all right. Now it is the Terrible Trio's turn. Finnan is going to pop out and launch a crossbow bolt at... Ooh, temptation. Make it into temptation.
I think so.
You should?
I think so.
You think I should?
Yes.
Yes? Thank you. Okay, he's gonna draw it back.
He's going to
He's
what?
gonna draw a card.
Oh no!
You said I should give it a temptation!
Oh no! I was thinking a different kind of temptation.
Okay, so remind me which platform did I?
I think he was going to throw beans. Fenton can't find the cards, so he's not allowed to do that. Oh.
Yes, I do. Okay, so. Pretty sure these are the cards that get drawn. These are the cards that. I don't think these ones are in.
I'm trying to figure out.
How I did this.
I don't remember.
I'll pull this and see what happens. Okay. Oh, I have cards here. It's just the stylized cards. I don't remember.
Oh, right.
Wonder how a wall of fire would do.
We do have a wall of our own.
Hmm?
We do have a wall of our own. That's flammable.
Well, I've got a. What do you mean?
So we don't, how closely can you control it?
I can make it up to 20 feet high and 1 foot thick and 20 feet, 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Or I can do it as a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter and 20 feet high and 1 foot thick.
But is that something that just kind of moves and burns everything in its...
No, it exists.
It's a protection.
Ah.
So if something goes towards it, if people is the major thing, then they get fire damage if they go into it. One side of the wall selected by you when you cast the spell deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. The creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends up turn there. The other side of the wall deals no damage. So from our side,
you could lay it.
and it's a 4th level with that stuff. I was just all of a sudden I'm looking at things that may be useful.
Finnan has drawn a card.
Yeah, I know. What is it?
The moon spell.
I don't know what that means.
We have never seen the moon card before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me keep this out where I can see it and remind myself of it.
And it's something that we were playing about for a while.
I'm going to rule that Finnan knows what happens to him innately
Okay.
with this thing.
Alright.
And he just looks over at you two and goes, I'm a genie. And then hops back into the bag of holding.
I'm a genie?
I'm a genie.
Yes, you are, buddy. I take it something else has happened to you. We've always known you were magic. Okay, thank you, buddy.
So, that is Finnan's go. At your urging. You told me to give it a temptation.
Yes, I did. I was thinking in terms of assassination type of temptation.
That's not a temptation. That's a day at the office.
Oh, okay.
Gordon is going to fire on the Templars twice with his crossbow.
Is Fabio dead? Oh, he's down.
Gordon is down. I forgot.
That's gleeful.
So Borden is going to make a
It's gonna
death
lie there.
saving throw. Okay. Victor is going to fire his longbow 3 times with UNT arrows.
Obviously, no one is going to give him a potion of healing. Did he? Of course, one of
Elizabeth is
the
attuning to the helm, and Victor does not give 2 figs one way or the other, and Finian is a genie. So
I got stuff to do. Sorry. That's not. I mean, really, I can't waste my. I can't do that on this
I'll
next
say
turn.
you can't waste your.
the only people that could would be one of the spiritual people, but they're all too far away.
Yep. Ain't that a shame?
It's just somewhat sad when your cannon fodder is used up.
Don't worry. They'll be used up again. And this time you can't buy them back! 17 will hit. 28 will hit. And 24 will hit. 4. 12 piercing and 9 poison. $21. 7 piercing and 8 for 15, killing 1. 10 piercing and 8 for 18. Alright. Elizabeth is still attuning to the helm. So she's kind of sitting cross-legged under the wall, muttering to herself. And that is, I think, everyone's go. Defenders. Defenders of Leilon.
Defenders, and you've also got the spiritual, the temple people. I mean,
Yeah, they're on the previous wall waiting.
too far back.
They're holding for covering fire, and any patching up that needs happening to the terrible trio when they eventually come back from holding a rear guard action to get them back. All right, defenders. Leilon defenders. Eh? The Ballista are out of range. The Mangonels are out of range. The Trebuchets are out of range. The Cauldrons are holding until they get up to the wall, which will happen next round. The Defenders, crossbow. Within 30 feet now. I'll hold that a lot.
Can the people with cauldrons do a holding action until they're close enough?
They hold their action, they lose their action at the start of their turn, they re-hold their action. So, yes.
Yeah, the actions don't get
Stack.
held
Actions don't
until
stack.
they're done with. Yeah.
So, 13 will miss. 14 will miss. 14 will miss. These guys can't do quite the same things. They have such a variety of armaments that I can't just be like, you hit this number of times. Which one's hit?
Oh, okay.
Unlike the Mangonels and Ballista and Trebuchets on the Inquisition side, which they're all the same damage type and number, these guys are shooting everything from hand crossbows to daggers to light throwing hammers to hand axes to javelins to spears. In this case, they're only shooting crossbows and longbows and short bows at this point, but they're different. So,
Yeah.
18 will hit. With a heavy crossbow for 3 points of damage.
This is against people, right?
Yes. Otherwise it would not have worked. Natural 20. For 11 points of damage. No. Hits. For 10 points of damage. Miss. Miss. Yeah. Total of 16 damage.
Two people.
Okay. Now for the siege engine. Nope, no the siege engine. We'll talk about it. So I think that's all of our turn. Yes. Anyone else you're thinking of that?
I can't think of anybody
Yeah, I
else.
can't either. So that brings us to the Templar's turn. So we are just going to run down the list here. Balliste. Oh boy. Ooh, no. Not that. Forgot the targeting the Freckens. I said I forgot the targeting the Freckens. Hits from the Balliste. Two sellswords.
I still guilty on Celsius.
Why?
As a general, you want to have all of your troops.
Well, you bought their loyalty, but not their friendship, necessarily. They view you as their employer, and they don't really see beyond today. Today we live, tomorrow we may die, today we may die. So... that'll be 16 damage. $22, $25, $28. $32, $37, $41.
Those are all hits.
Oh, this is the cumulative damage from the 15 hits on the sellswords.
Oh.
55, 64, 70, 73. $79, $82, $83. $90, $97, $100. $103, $112, $118.
So what do? Take the total for one and divide it into that, and then take out as many as it.
No, I just keep shooting them until the cumulative damage tally reaches or exceeds the HP of the cell sword in question. I wipe them off the board.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. And then you switch to another cell sword.
Yep.
I didn't know how high their HP was.
This guy had 105. Starting back at 0, we come to 12, 22. $34, $40. $56, $56. $75, $81. $98. $100, $102, $103. $106, $107, $116, and no one bites the dust. And starting over at 0, we come to our last shot of 17 points of damage.
So you took out 2 and
Grievously wounded a third.
Hmm?
Well, not grievously. Wounded a third.
yeah. It just occurred to me, sort of every now and then look through all of the spells that I've got the possibility of using, that when the towers are in place and the things come down, putting a wall of fire along the top of the wall would
Potentially be a deterrent,
yeah. What's that?
Yes, the wall of fire would be a good plan. Alternatively, you could place it at the base of the wall and use it with the non-lethal side backed up against the wall to then, anytime anything is within 5 feet of it, toasty, toasty, toasty. So,
She pointed out that I have to protect the gate as well. Yeah.
Mangonels.
Wow.
What's that? 6 minutes. So 6 shots from the mangonels actually hits. 2 of the cell swords are down. 1 is injured from ballista fire. Okay. Then deal the damage. 5.
Good.
Nothing happens to the first one.
Good.
So I should look before I move.
9, 14, 15, 16. No.
Excellent.
So they're bouncing off the wall. 9, 14, 23.
Elastic collisions.
Section 7 takes hits. 23 points. 23 or 24 is it? 23? 24 sounds right. 24 sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay. And... Seven, 14, 23, 29. Against section 11. And 7, 14, 15, 18, 28. Section 10. The walls are showing some noticeable signs of cracking
Okay.
in some of the areas that have been taken under repeated fire. Last shot for the mangonels. $17, 19, 26, 34. And section 5.
Ooh, that one's been hit a lot.
Gate or no gate? No gates. Is it 35? Yeah, the gate section is doing very, very bad. It's been hit several times.
It's coming out as a random roll, but that's really what people would be shooting at.
And for the trebuchets, I believe it came out earlier that there were going to be 2 shots. Yes. 2 shots. From the trebuchets. First shot. 24, 20, 30. 38, 42. Section 9.
Oh, I've been hit before.
Not yet.
Oh, good.
42. And then other rock. It's gonna hit. Six, 17, 25, 36. And section 19. Okay. And the guys with the repair engineers are going to deal with trying to build a new trebuchet.
Do they have to go back to get the stuff, or have they been carrying them on?
They've been carrying enough repair stuff to try and get something done. Not getting
Is
any
this one of the
progress.
4 that I killed?
5, yes. And then they're also going to try to repair the one that was damaged earlier. Fail both. the siege towers are going to move the last bit across the ditch. And they are going to drop their ranks with, for now, just the Templars that we're dealing with now. First, out of the first tower. We're not going to open up the next 2 towers until I get some HP blocks running up here.
Okay.
But there's going to be
Somewhat.
HP stats, some more guys on the board. I've only got a certain number of guys on the board right now. But, I'm going to say for now, there is at least 2 Templars on, let's say 3 Templars on the catwalk, or on the fighting stick for now. And they are fighting the sellswords because that's what they're against first.
Okay.
They need plus 5. So that's 1 hit. Dealing 12 points of damage to the sellsword. And the battering rams are going to reach their targets. But they cannot yet make their attacks until next round because it took them their full dash and move
Okay.
to get across.
Okay. I'm okay.
And that is where we're going to call it for tonight. Everyone, I appreciate you coming along. This is definitely a little bit slower than normal, but we're hoping to pick things up a bit now that the Templars are in range. If you liked what you saw, or if you're still awake, go ahead and if you would like to support the channel monetarily, you could buy me a coffee at the link below, or you could go to my Printify shop, Nightwalker Bazaar, buy yourself some pretty merch there. You could also support the channel algorithm by leaving a like, dropping a comment, subscribing if you haven't done that already, hitting post notifications so that the bell is tuned to all notifications, and you can share it on social media. You can tell your friends about it, and as always, stay hydrated, stay adventurous, and we'll catch you on the flip side.